guys, so let me press F11. I cheated my mic. Today, I'm gonna watch a YouTuber called childsquish and their tier lists on every single YouTuber. And this is going on the second channel. So from YouTube rage baiting to YouTube these Mr. Beast contestants. Alright. I've already watched these myself, but I haven't recorded them, so. Also, for the kids watching this content, they might be swearing.
One of the most known clout-chasing tactics to these types of people. Oh, attention's good attention. Want to get your entire family tree plastered upon a headline? Done. Want to ruin the entire face of brain rot YouTube shorts? Done. Want to make it so if you ever see a plant in your life, you might just on the spot shit yourself and commit walk off the cliff? They've always got you. And since they always got me too, I'm gonna take 5 of YouTube's most notorious rage baiters, and I'm gonna be tier listing them.
Bella the Wolf.
She started off as a gacha life YouTuber, and pretty quickly it became apparent that she would do absolutely everything in her power to spark up as much numbers as humanly possible, good or bad.
Hi everyone, I'd like to come on here to apologize for disrespecting the Allah and Jesus we have faith.
Just kidding, guys. You just got people fooled.
I mean, literally look at her bio.
Yo.
The first thing she mentions is soldiers being rats that don't deserve mercy.
Huh?
What a hero. Technoblade, bald pig who is a racist man. Also, weren't you just making fun of that Thai records guy for being a monkey in your bio earlier? Anyways, I could go on. And also, depressed / emo people who do stuff for attention. Like, I deadass can't even be blaming the 10-year-olds here for leaving 10,000 hate comments on her videos thinking that it's doing anything, because I'd literally do the exact same. Oh yeah, and she apparently leaked a 10-year-old's phone number. Basically, she put her phone number in her Discord server. However, the problem is, the number wasn't hers, and the second problem is that basically, just like every other social media platform, everyone hates her. So when these messages were sent to the 10-year-old, they were literally just death threats that otherwise would have just been going right to Bella. And although I could show some of her few supporters, most of them being actual mentally depraved lunatics, haven't seen the outside world within 3 years type of shit, if they even made it to 3 anyways.
I am going to explain why Bella the Wolf is an awesome gacha tuber or PNG tuber. That she has every right to make abuse videos about the military and soldiers because they are a disgrace to society.
There is no way a grown
Get your butt off YouTube.
ass man is labeling his face on this stuff, because it's very obvious even he's aware that she's an absolutely horrible person, which with the addition of other YouTubers covering her, Half-God cooking her up in his own video,
Yup.
Bella the Wolf is the ultimate example of why YouTube will constantly be in just this cycle of rage bait, as you've even gotten the commentary YouTubers admitting the only reason
Yo!
But once again, we all have to realize that at the end of the day, this is just rage bait, and interacting with it just makes the problem worse at the end of the day. I just want to get views, man. Like, at the end of the day, she's getting views, I'm getting views. Realistically, she's not getting paid anything off a YouTube short.
Hey, I mean, at least we got some honesty here. The commentary community needs to pay their rent, so they go to the absolute easiest target on the face of the planet. A pretty mid-rage baiter in my opinion, so I'm gonna keep it at a B tier.
Wow.
However, somebody who has gotten in the loop many times is Just Stop Oil. This is literally
What?
one of the most counterintuitive things to do.
What the hell is Just Stop Oil? Hold on. Let me take a look at Just Stop Oil. Alright. YouTube Just Stop Oil. Okay, Just Stop Oil. 1,000 videos, but does not. Is this? Oh hell nah, bruh. Is this another like vegan teacher type of thing? because it literally feels like one.
On the face of the planet of blocking off roads, thinking that it will somehow save the environment.
You all use fuel in some way or another. How do you think you got your iPhone? How do you think you get your avocado? How do you think you get sourdough bread?
I'll go full screen.
You all use fuel in some way or another. You get out of the way. I don't care if you need to be arrested. Public nuisance. Get out of the way.
You good? What am I watching?
There's legitimately no way this is a real person, because unlike someone like Bella the Wolf with the one idea of only clout, the Just Stop Oil movement is a partial mix of I want to get on the newest headline.
You know, this Just Stop Oil is like a reference to that vegan teacher and vegan booty.
And them thinking the world's gonna end tomorrow. I'll also always remember these clowns.
New Premier Decalcifying repairing pre-shampoo treatment helps repair persistent damage. Kerastars.
I hate ads, bruh. Remove them. I don't know the. Yo, can someone edit this? Oh my god.
What the hell does this have to do with anything, including oil? Like, I'd always get this image in my head of me having a choice to buy a very modest, respectable Tesla, and right next to it, a fully glazed...
Wait, what is this Minecraft map?
Ready to disintegrate the world's dinosaurs into straight gas right after seeing these types of clips? My ass be thinking, vroom vroom, motherfucker.
What is worth more? Art or life? Is it worth more than food?
Bro thought she was cooking in Shakespearean, but then realized the world beyond stale tomato soup they threw was cold. Anyways, yeah, this is just another example of rage baiting for a popular cause, literally doing much more harm than actual good. And goddamn, these clips are hilarious, so this is an S tier. LOL cringe.
LOL cringe. What the heck? Oh wait, isn't this the guy from like the Brainrot channel? Isn't this? I can't speak. Isn't this the guy from the Brainrot channel? Oh yeah, this is the guy from the Brainrot tier list.
This was created with 20 million subscribers.
Damn!
Yes, you heard that right. 1270 zeros. As basically all of his views came from YouTube Shorts. You may be questioning, why is he here? How is he a rage baiter? I mean, the man's name is literally LOL cringe. He is aware of how bad his content is.
What kind of Brainrot is this?
Like 5 seconds of this, since of what he's actually known for. Falsely copyright striking channels.
What?
Oh my god. When he tried to speak to this YouTuber in clean-ass English, absolutely nothing other than complete dust and drivel would come out. He tells this creator to go to his email, makes him download Telegram with a 99% off virus coupon, and then arguing why he deleted his video was because he was actually raising for charity, which in actuality raised a whole $1.
Thank you,
Guys,
childsquish.
I think we just solved world hunger. Take that, lol cringe. And also, just the way this guy talks, I can ignore insults. It doesn't bother me. But you encourage people to complain about my channel. And that's why there's a strike on your channel. That's just not how it works. Bro's pulling off a full-on tech lead here. As you're striking for
tech lead.
That's a completely different issue.
No one cares.
Person and you all insult me. I'm not proud of it, but with my content, I help collect donations for children who are sick and freestyle. What? And there's your charity donation shield again. This man actually has to have like some kink for being the certified public punching bag. Absolute F tier of a person. This can pretty similarly be said for the vegan teacher as well. Now I'm pretty sure literally every single person, I don't even think there's a single sentient human being here who doesn't know who the vegan teacher is.
I know this
Started off
person.
by making songs about the greatness of eating your fruits and vegetables, kids. Don't eat
Yeah.
carbs. my
Not the
vegan
Carly
vlog
manager.
pretty quickly turned into making fun of Mr. Beast for eating
Bruh.
cheese pizza. What do
Bruh.
you mean she called it? She didn't call goddamn shit. And the funniest thing is she's still trying to leech onto any type of relevancy still up to this day. Like, I usually don't use this insult as I think it's pretty TikTok NPC, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, put the fries in the bag.
By the way,
or
when are you
as
gonna make a
say,
Miles
put those
Morales?
vegan fries in the
When are you gonna
bag,
make a
little
TikTok
broski.
NPC tier list?
10K views is cool, but I would not be sacrificing my entire bloodline just to try to relive the dream that you did a few years ago. There's also a newcomer by the name of Vegan Booty. Who
Oh,
instead of
hell.
insulting people online, goes out of their way to protest in the real world just for clout again. Which he's also
That's like
linking
a
to
Jack Doherty
OnlyFans.
moment.
So yeah, I guess I'm ranking both of them here. Vegan Teacher's pretty mid, she's getting a B tier, and Vegan Booty absolutely easy F, no dodging around it.
The
Using
the
good name of
UTTP.
something actually healthy
That's
to promote
next.
an OnlyFans is absolutely diabolical when there's even an 80% chance she isn't even vegan. Also, before we go to the last YouTuber, or may I say group of YouTubers, if you've enjoyed the video so far and haven't already, consider liking and subscribing, as goddamn it would be funny to pass Just Stop Oil and subs. We need to become the oil.
Wait, what if I get like
The
100,000
UTTP.
subscribers?
Now, for people who've
1,000
stuck around
subscribers
on the
though.
channel for a while, this should not come as a huge surprise. However, just in case if 3 boys and 10,000 pounds of rocks have buried both of your ear holes so hard that you haven't heard of these people, I'll just give you a quick little refresher. As these people go in comment sections, and then you probably see them saying stuff like, I love hurting and abusing animals. First warning, N-word, my content. The good stuff you'd see any person doing. However, very recently they've resorted to using bots with an MAP flag.
Oh
which,
my
if you
God.
stands for minor attracted person.
Pedophile alert.
This is one of her 8,000 genders. Or they would spam that they'd have CP on their channel.
Oh,
even
hell.
Making up extremely illegal videos. And I mean,
Oh,
I practically fell
hell
right
nah.
into the trap of these rage baiters, as I made 4 whole ass videos making fun of these complete clowns. Because as the YouTuber said before, it was a lot of what you could call
I might
whatever
watch those
things
videos on
goes
like the
type
next
of
day.
thing. I even got the actual leader of the anti-UTTP to come into my server to say, chill down, bro. They're gonna dox you. Anyways, there's tons of lore, and it's extremely easy to get caught up in this YouTube rage bait wars. And I've just gotta say, instead of searching up the people I was making fun of just so you can go try to make fun of them, go outside, breathe out some fresh air, then go back inside and watch me place YouTube predators on an iceberg.
Okay.
At Amazon, discover electrifying offers, epic deals.
Predator, probably the first to second word you think of when you hear the site YouTube, because
Oh wait, this
after that-
this one actually has chapters this time. So we have Chudler, oh hell no, UTPP, Chris Tyson, my man, and Zev. Thank you.
God, the amount of people willing to throw away the whole bag just to satisfy their absolutely horrid desires is seriously concerning. And the problem is that there's some people we all know are predators, but other people who basically everyone's forgotten of by now. So I've taken 7 different YouTube predators and I'm gonna place them on an iceberg. From the top being the most known to the bottom, well, who you'd actually probably have to do some research to find out. Which I don't think there's a better person to start off with on this list other than, oh wait, it's a Roblox YouTuber. No shit, it's a
Red
child did.
Ribs. Oh, Ribs. Oh, Ribs was like a Roblox YouTuber who raged after like a month.
Started off by making short little skit animations that were able to get millions upon millions of views. She ended up topping at around 600k subscribers,
What?
which is a fucking ton. And just as much as we all love views and subscribers on
not
YouTube,
me.
you know what these people also love? However, it didn't really start off this way, as by
I
early
like-
2023, she had completely lost it
I like to do YouTube for fun.
and started posting horrendous stuff on her community tab, telling people to die. You know, it's an inside joke, why aren't you laughing? Which already led to a bunch of videos being made on her, because it was clear she had been going through a very severe mental health crisis, as you could see in this call.
Thank you, Paulo. Anyway, what the hell?
I want to thank everyone for.
Wait. code. Who the fuck is recording this? Like, I really hope y'all joking out here, because we're gonna press your hard drive down next, bro. Which, talking of hard drives, right after she deleted her YouTube channel,
Wow, she a channel called Diamonds.
user on Twitter by the name of Hawks Docs completely exposed her for being a predator. This Google Doc that's unfortunately no longer available, but you can still see through these screenshots that her horny ass could
Ribs. You need some help, buddy.
not resist rizzing up her inner diddle. Long. Oops. Yeah, guys, she just sent the wrong emoji. I think you got the wrong message here. No, oops, the tires got you acting up.
Yup.
Tires. Like, we understood your joke. Like, come on, at least have respect for the idiots you're grooming. What for? Bro, I am so horny right now.
What?
I'm gonna rip out my... Anyways, and to place her on this iceberg, again, most people in the scene probably have already been influenced.
This is
with
peak
information,
content, bro.
probably know the story by
This is
now.
the most
But for me, I
this is
wasn't
more
even
golden
aware that she
content.
groomed anyone because it was just shielded by her other scummy actions. So in the iceberg, I'll keep it in pretty deep territory, which also makes this
This is what you deserve, buddy. This is what you deserve. You deserve 100,000 subscribers, bruh.
being a predator in this. Oops. Yeah. Oops. Come on, at least have respect. I'm gonna rip out my. I've already been influxed with this information and probably know the story by now. But for me, I wasn't even aware that she had groomed anyone because it was just shielded by her other scummy actions. So in the iceberg, I'll keep it in pretty deep territory. Which also makes this the one case where a female actually gets convicted for grooming allegations against the woman. Completely unlike
OnlyFans girls.
Every OF girl, but I'm talking
Oh
about
hell.
OF.
Oh
If you haven't
hell.
watched my past video, basically there's a group of girls who go around in like these flashy outfits doing their absolute best to promote OF content to kids. Like, look at this.
Wait. What? Is that him? Is that the Riz King?
New Excellence Creme
This is just basically brainwash, but even worse, bro.
by L'Oreal Paris has hyaluronic acid and up to 100% grey coverage.
Blow the holiday fund on an upgrade? Or buy the verified refurbished one that's been
I didn't even see. Oh my god, is that really Gronk? Get out. Okay, I have a question. Can you please bring this out, please?
Like, imagine these people.
This is worse than brain rot, bro. This is maximum ultra brain rot.
Or guys in the GC catching them recording this stuff. It is GG's. It is GG's on the spot. Like, imagine if it's a guy
GG's,
rolling
bro.
his abs around a girl. That man is going to jail for the rest of his life. And also, not to mention OF girls on Twitter. For example, this Sophie Rain person is saying stuff like, reply and I'll DM you a pic. How do you not know you're just sending like explicit images to kids? So yeah, we better fucking hope you're not sending the rest of this image, because it's not gonna be good. Anyways, I could keep yapping on about OF girls who aren't correctly convicted enough, but I don't think there's a better baseline surface level predator other than EDP. In fact, what am I saying surface level? We're looking at the very peak top of the iceberg. If you know what the word predator means, you know what a wild EDP 445 looks like.
Well, it's actually coming out of the cup of cookie.
From grace, since basically anyone with over a month of internet experience points knows who this guy is. I mean, the man has literally been caught 8 times, which again are just the caught cases. Probably much more have just been swept completely under the rug.
Rip.
For example, when he attempted to groom the 13-year-old girl in the infamous cupcake sting, 2 years later, he went back for the same dish, proving that these idiots just do not learn at all. And ever since his fall from grace, he's always been trying to get back online on social media, which I'll always remember his valiant attempts from
here's an update. He's back.
EDP, I'm such a big fan.
But I don't know where he is.
Thank you. So you don't want bitches, but you want kids?
Block him. He's gone. Get him out.
You fat ass big ass. Oh, big ass, get the fuck up. Hey, bitch, you want a fist bump? Bitch, you want a cupcake? You fat ass big ass, bitch. Bitch, you wanna touch me nuts?
Hey, how do I keep this?
It smells.
Yeah, bro, if this happened to me, I am leaving planet Earth. But in all seriousness, he literally right now just created a brand new YouTube channel where he somehow hasn't been banned, which he actually sounds worryingly based.
Google images, right? And you type in big titties, fat, whatever. Right?
What?
Alright, cool. You're watching that shit and you're seeing a pair of big ass titties for free. chick.
Like, my man's out here shitting facts about how horrible OnlyFans is, but then you realize he's not paying because he can get porn for free. He's not paying because OF is an 18+ website. Like, this is legitimately one of the funniest cases, to the point where if this is a YouTube Predator tier list, I'd have to put him in his own tier, but I guess we can
EDB tier.
This man can be in the clouds.
Oh my god, not this again!
DP. Now usually these are channels that go around spamming shit saying my content's better, I love hurting and abusing animals.
No, not animal abuse!
But very recently they've pivoted to using bots that have the letters MAP with a flag. Now you may be questioning, what is this? Is this just one of these dog 7,000 genders? I mean, that's what I thought too, until I realized it stood for minor attracted person. Holy shit, I did not realize there was a whole f***ing gender for that. And then next they posted, my child P videos are more entertaining than this slop. Check the link in my channel to watch them, which then would link up to actual CP. Now I'm not saying the UTTP organization as a whole is just filled with predators, as most of the people in the servers are probably not over the age of 18, more likely than not twig lonely emo 13-year-old boys looking for nothing better to do other than troll people on the internet. I thought half the people on these bots weren't even fully grown adults until I realized they were fully grown adults, in specific this guy. But yeah, on the iceberg scale, I'm not sure how
just move on, bro.
But since you probably see these MAP bots everywhere, I'll give it a pretty high level. Now everyone here probably knows the story of
Mr. Beast, Chris Titan, ex-Shadman, is real.
around Chris Tyson, so I'm gonna try to make it no longer than 30 seconds. He was caught buying art from an NSFW artist and liking his posts. Then he was caught inappropriately texting a 13-year-old boy on Snapchat. And then after announcing his department from the Mr. Beast crew, got his entire Discord server leaked with over 500,000 chat logs showing just how shitty of a person he is. And also that Mr. Beast was there too. That's literally it. And I think everyone knows where Chris Tyson's going. Now I've got one of the most interesting cases in my opinion, as my man went from cracking watermelons to fully admitting on live cam that he escaped a life prison sentence because he had some quote good pals. Now the accusation started off at around Reddit, where they completely exposed his character, showing that he had been convicted for 3 life sentences for crimes against minors. But then in his video he would say this:
I became involved with the court system once again. I was arrested, I was tried, I was convicted by a jury, and I was sentenced. And the sentence
so by the way, is the Undertale music copyrighted?
Where you are dealing with law enforcement that is not proper, do stand your ground. I did not make any deals with any police or district attorney.
Like, why would you admit this? And the worst part is, he didn't get charged for shit, like anyone on this list. Oh wait, we still got one guy who did.
Who are you?
Zayza, probably one of the sadder cases in this list, unfortunately, as he went from being a terminally online RuneScape player to making his entire personality about him getting no play.
I want to tell you something that happened to me today. I got hugged by a girl. She is pretty hot.
Oh no.
Might I add. She was my cousin.
You know what? Maybe I'm not so sorry for what happened to him next. Because after his character of being the gamer nerd who gets no bitches to your mood being set to complete overdrive, where you're begging on live video that you want someone to call you.
But have you ever wanted to be my girlfriend?
No.
Well,
hell no.
Oh, really?
So send me a direct message.
I'd rather fuck a raw. Also, look at his room. Like, this is a genuine question for you weebs out there and shit.
Wait. What?
Also,
well, now's your
oh, hell no.
chance.
Oh, really?
So send me a direct message.
I'd rather fuck a raw. Also, look at his room. Like, this is a genuine question for you weebs out there and shit. How do you have a room like this and not just get your ass whooped by your friends? Like, for example, I got tricked into using a moaning kill sound in a video game back when I was 13, and it still gets brought up in conversations. So how when you have a room like this, like, life ain't woman, bro. Like, please, just jerk off in private. You don't have to make this shit your whole personality.
What?
But anyways, it was aside from the actual allegations. As soon after this, his uploads would freeze, and then the story broke out, claiming that he was about to meet a minor. What a way to go out. Since the last video made on this guy was 2 years ago, his newest video doesn't even have a negative dislike ratio. I think it's pretty safe to say we can put this at the dark tier. Watch me tier list canceled YouTubers next.
Alright, next YouTubers is cancelled.
Discover electrifying offers. Find thousands of Great daily deals on Amazon.
Cancel YouTuber tier list.
Myself, L'Eau de Parfum, and the new Le Parfum, Yves Saint Laurent.
YouTubers. It genuinely feels like every single day we're watching the goddamn Twin Towers collapsing on some dumbass's career. So I've decided to take 5 of the most infamous cases of idiots
Oh no.
who cancel themselves in the stupidest ways possible, and I'm gonna be tier listing them. Boogie 2988. Now this is probably one of the longest cancellation periods in YouTube history, as he literally went from being the Mr. Rogers of YouTube to an absolutely excruciating downfall, which was all his fault. The man literally agreed to make a documentary that literally showcased every depressing aspect of his life, such as him gambling his life savings away in the crypto market.
I basically took every dime I had in liquid funds into cryptocurrency. And I pulled it out a couple of times and I put it back in a couple of times. So I probably didn't do as well as I could have, but I invested all the way back here. And yeah, that's where we currently are with that market. So to say that I doubled my money is an understatement. In fact, I did more than that.
Yeah, keep celebrating, man. And spending an absurd amount on sex workers. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure like a few weeks ago I was making fun of a Minecraft predator for paying $500 to see an underage girl's nude. But if you 400x that and make it 100 times more depressing, you get this. Like, holy crap, with that amount of money, you probably could have suctioned out every last bit of fat out of your body and reform your brain to actually have a likable personality. You would also...
How the heck do you get exercise to make a brain cell?
Respond to like every single thing, including Twitter and Reddit. As along his journey, he clearly racked up a huge humiliation fetish.
Hey, Mike. Listen, dude. I know we're making this documentary and everything, and I know you think I need to get a
This
real
man
job,
looks
but
like
I just
he's
wanna
walking
make
out
it
place. This man looks like he's walking out of bounds, bro.
You wanna have 4 million subscribers.
There was other stuff such as him dating
4 million,
someone
like
29
4
years younger than him, which I
non-million.
guess is technically illegal, and him literally bombing his entire job interview because he thinks he's entitled to more than a normal
Why is this
job,
why does this feel like a movie? Markiplier?
Oh my god, you know it's bad when
Oh, wait, no,
somebody
I
is
might have gone
quitting
the wrong.
sex
Sorry about that.
because of you. I mean, goddamn, if I was just a worker, I'd be at least expecting 5 figures, 6 figures, bare minimum, bro. And after the documentary ended, surely he would, after all the tons and heaps of criticism he was getting,
Penguin
become
Zero.
a modest, normal human being, right? Well, no. He literally faked a cancer diagnosis, which could basically be proven as he was offered $80,000 for any kind of medical record, including his diagnosis, saying that it's his sanctuary of privacy or something.
What are you doing?
Literally a few weeks prior, he scammed his viewer base with the coin pump and dump. And to top it all off, he got a liar tattoo, which surely that would make up for it, right? Right?
Quebblecop.
Now this is one of the most interesting cases I've ever seen, as I actually watched a bit of this guy when I was a child. However, after around a decade of content creation, he started experiencing extreme burnout, which I don't really understand, as more likely than not, you play a game, you have your editors do all the behind the scenes work for you, and then you publish, and then watch your views skyrocket. But anyways, after extreme burnout, he decided he found a remedy for this, which he tested out on his friend's channel, Tiger, which he actually apparently hacked into, and then started shitting out some AI VTuber gameplay videos. Imagine getting hacked by your friend, and then they just start shitting out complete brain rot and nincompoop to your 5-year-old viewers. I mean, by that point, I'd rather just get hacked by that fake Tesla scam with AI Elon Musk telling you to buy the newest coin. Like, that would be a lot less embarrassing. Anyways, after he got kicked out, he started his own channel named Blue, where he started getting good success with that channel. His Quibble Flop channel was dying at an extreme rate. And the worst part is, he quite legitimately would not shut the fuck up about it on Twitter. Like, you do not need to be flexing your stats. You damn well know your 5-year-old viewers ain't reading all that. And to be honest, this would probably be for a dumber downfall than Boogie2988, as he'd do lots of other stuff, such as selling his AI to people. Which, on the topic of AI, is actually kind of scary. Just the overall direction of YouTube. A really good example of this are YouTube gurus telling you how you can make AI shorts, which kind of just defeats the purpose of actually enjoying making videos. If you really hate it that much that you'd be willing to go full on AI, just stop. We know you've got enough money. Anyways, yeah, in terms of the downfall, pretty goofy, so I'll give it a B tier.
Kobe?
And no, I'm not talking about this Cody. Anyways, his real problems came is when he developed his terminal Twitter addiction. All these people need to stop using Twitter. I actually swear to God, you'd be better without it. Now, his Minecraft channel blew up around December 2022, getting around 20 million views per month.
Why is it playing this ad? Can I just... Yo, can someone be my editor on my, like, second channel or something?
More or less stagnating.
I look at Cloud, the ads.
You know, all was good. He could keep making videos. I mean, 500k views a month. I know that's a decent, fair portion of money, especially for his video length. But right as his channel was dying, you know what he decided to do? He announced he was dropping out of high school at the age of 16 for his peak brain rot. Meaning he was either in 10th or 11th grade.
Wait, didn't one of the YouTubers say, like, he's the worst Minecraft YouTuber?
And keep in mind, by this point, his channel was already stagnating well past its prime. He had dropped out for an unstable career. As you may know, I'm Kobe, the college dropout who makes brain rot content on YouTube.
Yeah.
The fuck do you mean college, though? As I said before, the most you're in is 10th or 11th grade, which at the end of the day, who knows, maybe you are goddamn Albert Einstein and they just invited you in anyways, because your cerebral cortex is just that much ahead of us. He then says, this year so far I've generated $50,000.
Nice.
And it's only been a couple of months. Now in this year alone, there's no way he's
I'm joking.
However, as I said before, there's just been so many of these quick dog shit cash grab opportunities nowadays, such as I said again, like AI shorts and stuff, in which for his answer he says sponsors and gambling. Who the hell is gonna
not kind of gluttony sin? Oh my god.
Sponsor Kobe YouTube? Like, I am sorry. And gambling. I remember hearing people in my school ironically saying they were gonna drop out of school and become a professional drop shipper. But being a gambler, that might be even more unstable than drop shipping. I'm not even lying. First video back after my break. Nothing crazy, but a good start. Everyone thinks I fell off, but I have just been falling on. Anyways, let's see how that video's doing. Yikes. Now he was actually speaking some goddamn Tatanese by mentioning the Matrix and stuff, but I don't know about you, I don't think Andrew Tate's the kind of guy to be saying Minecraft brain rot. You know what? That might just be it. Just the same way the F tiers fit for him.
Mr. Beast and Ava Chris Tyson.
Well, what a wild week it's been. Now this section's gonna cover both Chris Tyson and Mr. Beast, which starting off with Chris, I'm gonna make this real quick. So a video essay was released showing that he was caught engaging with a CP artist inappropriately, then DMs were leaked with him inappropriately messaging a 13-year-old boy, and then the absolute gem that came very recently is his Discord server got leaked, where not only inappropriate messages were being shared rampant throughout that server with lots of minors, but there was an open NSFW channel, which I don't think that's gonna be a detriment to anybody there. Takes 2 seconds for any horny 14-year-old boy to open up the hub and you're getting the same result, but still it's not okay, so this is gonna stick at a C tier. Anyways, for Mr. Beast, now if you haven't been online in the past 4 or 5 days, you may have been thinking right from the start, damn, this ass excuse of a thumbnail is complete rage bait. Why did I click on this? And surely it won't have any good points like Rosanna Pansy, you know, whining about the competition from over a year ago, because an absolute bombshell of a video a few days ago was released claiming that Mr. Beast was a fraud. Now at first I thought that this was complete baloney, as I always vehemently believed that Mr. Beast, he was the one legitimate YouTuber. Now the real reason I never really believed he was fake is because his circle was so compact, literally 0 peeps came out against him, claiming that he was faking his videos. But just watch this clip from his video.
During this time-lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Mr. Beast. Which on the topic of legitimate, you can clearly see most to all of his challenges are staged, with practically everyone there being somebody he is in close contact with, and not just random subscribers as you call them, like subscribing to Mr. Beast's channel. You're not going to be able to get put into one of his videos, which is a point that the creator of the video made, but I don't really think it's that important at all, because I mean, who really cares? Most people are just watching it for entertainment, and for the kids watching it thinking that it's real, I mean, their alternatives aren't that much better, just be honest here. I would also showcase him conducting quote-unquote illegal lotteries with clips of him saying like, in 5 minutes I'm gonna give a random person $10 $10,000 who buys the shirt. Kind of the way those free Robux giveaways work, except with a person with significantly higher credibility, which is probably the reason how he got so many shirts. There was also some other stuff mentioned in the video, such as false advertising for their Feastables and food products. There was also some new stuff such as horrible conditions in the new Mr. Beast game he was about to host, and he was also allegedly aware of what Chris Tyson was doing in his horrifically AIDS excuse of a Discord server. It's also made radicals like Andrew Tate just magically come out on top.
You know what's most amazing to me about this whole scenario? That nobody seems to point out this guy's name, Mr. Beast. Don't you think that's a bit of a strange name? I'm sure I could Google it and there'd be some bullshit reason why he's called Mr. Beast. I'm sure they'll come up with some stupid story that when he was a kid he had a figurine called Beast, and then when he grew up he wanted to be a figurine. Why would the largest YouTube channel with an affinity towards children in the world be named after the Beast from the devil?
Which of course is an extremely stupid thing to say, as no one gives a shit about the morals of the name. It was literally his Xbox gamer tag when he was 14 years old. And as I mentioned earlier, Rosanna Pansino, who was getting clowned on for a year, trying to disprove Mr. Beast's cases, but since all of this came out, now people are magically sticking to her side again. So as I'll say one last time, there is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Mr. Beast. This is an S tier. Watch me tier list brain rot you.
Brain rot.
At Amazon, discover electrifying offers and exciting prices.
Brain rot. Within the past year or so, that term has just been getting slapped onto anything and everything. I'm fully convinced your grandpa could be having a goddamn brain aneurysm. Someone uploads it to TikTok as an audio, and what do you know, the next day 20 new commentary YouTubers are saying how it's gone too far. However, I think the word too far has also gone too far. So I've taken 8 of the most prevalent, quote, brain rot creators, and I'm gonna be tier listing them. The fuck Boo, also known as the creator of Skibbity Toilets. People have been non-stop shitting on him for the past year for one of the most iconic kid symbols known to man. And I really gotta say though, like, it ain't that bad. Yes, it can probably be pretty brain numbing if you watch 20 of them in a row, but just a bunch of random Gmod shitposts, it really is nothing. The real problem is people stealing the Skibbity Toilet property and making them into this absolute brain destructing mess.
No,
it's like
not Lucky Box.
Giga-daga-diga-dago meme became popular from one person posting a meme from it, and then all these content brain melting nincompoops came out of nowhere and made it 100 times worse. Yeah, overall I don't really think it's that bad, so I'm gonna give it an A tier. The only reason I'm not giving it an S is because I mean I don't fucking watch this shit for life.
LMG edits.
Now, even though this isn't a YouTuber, I just wanted to add this quick little section in because not enough people have been talking about it. This shit ran the tens so fucking hard that if one person accidentally bashed their toenail into the wall, fucking silent blaring at 500 decibels would jump scare the living grandma out of you. And I just gotta say, this is some of the most irritating shit I've ever seen. Because unlike stuff like Skibbity Toilet, where it's just other creators reporting on it, this shit was widespread. No matter what you were watching, it really felt like this stuff would just never get off your screen. It's like the replica of today's slow-mos. Like, come on, I just want to see this shit raw, not with some fancy edits. This is an F tier.
Lol
cream. Now this is probably
this
one
is
of the
from
worst
the
brain
Rage
rot
Bait.
creators we're gonna end up seeing in this list because they do an absolute assortment of stuff. First, I'm pretty sure they started off from being a complete bot commenter, which already from that point on I have zero respect for them. But after spamming their classic brain rot horrendous engagement bait, like just look at this shit. God damn it, it's the same fucking shit. Which in their favor has actually worked pretty well for them. But you know what won't work well? Copyright striking somebody's video criticizing them. A YouTuber by the name of MK made a video criticizing Lol Cringe's content and then was told check your email. He then made them go on Telegram and ends up saying this shit. Hi, you guys really disappoint me, but especially you. I'll tell you this, I can delete any video about myself, but I only deleted yours. God, this fucking name, bro. Like, just the attitude, literally taking down the video of a channel damn near 1,000 times smaller than him. Like, Jesus Christ, man, just make your damn brain rot shorts and move on. Lol cringe adds a response. I can ignore insults.
Bruh.
It doesn't bother me.
Bruh.
I mean, that fucking copyright takedown request sure did. But you encouraged people to complain about my channel. And that's why there's a strike on your channel. Jesus Christ, your fucking toddler-ass audience probably hasn't watched a long-form video since the day they were let off their womb due to how unbelievably corrupt YouTube Shorts brain rot content like this has become. I'm not a bad person, and you all insult me.
Well, you
And he
actually
said
are.
that by his content, he helps collect donations for children who are sick doggy style under many of my popular videos, which already sounds like bullshit. But even supposing that it is the case, again, your audience isn't gonna even fucking know. You can just post your brain rot and move along with the day. I know damn well with 300 million views a month, you're doing completely fine. Anyways, yeah, there's some more stuff, but overall, this is just the lowest of the barrel type of a human being that you could have asked for. This is such an unbelievably easy F. You can suck the living soul out of me to enjoy one of his videos.
Mr. Talala.
Now, pretty recently, this channel has come under the crossfire of many commentary YouTubers.
Okay.
But I mean, let's just look at some of his content.
It's all gonna be safe, and we're all gonna have a great time. What the Jesus Christ was that?
It's basically just the same type of brain rot lol cringe was doing with some obnoxiously annoying face filters, but I'm not gonna try to make this too long. Pretty bottom of the barrel brain rot, so I'll just keep it at a B tier. Crack back. Now
Wait.
to a few of my OGs out there, you might
Did Crackback return, or
just
is he
recognize
still
that
gone?
name.
Hold on. Oh no. He's back.
And you may be saying, why is Crack back here? To anyone who doesn't know who this YouTuber is, he was an absolute YouTube nincompoop creator. This man quit, and he quit at the right time. Right on the rise of the word brain rot getting slapped onto any piece of cringe or ununderstandable.
What are these ads, bruh?
Content.
Where to? No way, it's Corey Kitchen.
It's like the video is so bad it just automatically becomes funny. This man was one of the inspiration for me creating a channel, and it's super sad to see shitters like a Nikocado Avocado strike this man's channel down, which actually happened, by the way. I can physically feel my cerebral cortex just vanishing as I binge watch some dumbass crackback meme videos. This is an easy S tier. Mac
Oh no!
Pro
I think I've played a FNAF mod on this.
Design. Now this is another person who's just been getting completely sniped out of every possible angle by the commentary community. It's a channel that includes a family of bears or monkeys, I can't tell, and they use iconic characters like Giga-Dugga-Digga-Dugga-Go,
No!
as I mentioned previously with the creator of Skibbity Toilet. It was never even the original memes that were bad. It was the transformations of them like this shit. Like, I bet you if my ass was born in 2024, I would get automatically hooked like a meth addict, one swipe away from my brain just physically imploding. And although that may look bad, it is nothing compared to the next creator, Mazycraft. Now this is a name I've mentioned on this channel a few times now, because of the peak nincompoop that this man creates.
No! I've seen this in a Kufi video.
It is basically just the worst version of Max Pro Design. This is just gonna be my go-to video to show you how cooked YouTube Shorts kids are. And also look at the comments. This video has 400,000 views and 43 comments. Yeah, the fucking iPad kids can't even write shit. This shit's a solid S tier. Your brain is going right right in the shitter as soon as you start watching this stuff. However, if you take everything we just looked at and we combine it into one YouTuber, what do you get? You get
Lanky Box?
I mean, this should really be a surprise. This channel is such an unbelievable content farm. It mixes up every tiny bit of brain rot we have just looked at into one entity. For example, in the past day, they have posted over 6 shorts and 3 long-ass videos. Like, have you ever heard why people say Lanky Box is cooking the next generation? Well, it's because of how unbelievably long these videos are that I have no doubt the average iPad kid could just be spending their whole life doom watching Lanky Box. Like, you've gotten over 3 hours of content in one day. They also got classic shit like subscriber baiting. And I mean, the animations, I guess they're okay. Also, while I was trying to look at this channel, something actually caught my eye. Funniest game Lanky Box has ever played. We have to slap each other, and what the fuck is this?
What is?
I mean, look at all this text as well. Lanky Box includes Foxy, Boxy, Goatee.
I ain't reading all that.
Damn, oh no, your audience ain't reading all that, bro. This is the connoisseur of brain rot. So if you want your cerebral cortex to vanish out of thin air, watch this.
How many editors does this
watch
dude have?
YouTube predators.
Oh no, sin of lust time.
Discover electrifying offers.
I don't need Amazon. I just wanna watch some videos.
Find thousands of great daily deals on Amazon.
Online predators. I think we can all agree that it can be extremely funny to watch these people squirm trying to dodge any type of accountability from their actions, even after being fully caught in 4K.
Damn!
And this isn't gonna be one of these videos
Ryan Pictures moment.
you may have already watched about people being exposed for files, because that term is used very loosely. It could just be someone talks to a child,
what?
Others got the full-ass free candy truck in the back alley.
Hey, yo!
God, no one sees them. I'm gonna take 5 YouTube predators and
I've seen them already.
Least dangerous to F. Jeffrey Dahmer's goddamn rival.
EDP 445.
Now I'm pretty sure everyone here knows what the story was, where he was trying
cupcake
to meet
incident.
who he thought was a 13-year-old girl. This man even sending his damn ass poop pics to this person. Like, if this was goddamn Rape My Pool, this would be the fattest fucking F tier I have ever seen. However, back on topic, he's been caught trying to do this multiple times. And I mean, obviously he was banned off of all of his social medias. Even
He
trying
came
to go
back.
on TikTok and getting fucking destroyed by this man. Like, just watch this clip.
OMG, EDP, I'm such a big fan. Like, I'm being so serious.
Thank you.
So you don't want bitches, but you want kids?
Block him. He's gone. Get him out.
You fat ass big ass. Just don't big that fuck up. Hey, bitch, you want a fist bump? Bitch, you want a cupcake? You fat ass big ass. Bitch, you want to touch me next?
Hey, how do I keep this, bro?
You smell.
Bro did this for but later, he attempted to make an apology video.
Alrighty, so first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much to my loving, supporting,
Well, that you come here to get banned off of YouTube.
caring friends and family.
Who the fuck did this shit? Maybe you should apologize to the damn minors you grew, which you completely failed to do within the span of this 9-minute video. And not to mention, right after this, he was caught trying to meet up with a child. Again, do you not learn what just took your career after years of hard work? Do you really want to blow that again, bro? Like, imagine someone goes to jail for 10 years for robbing a bank, they get released, and then they instantly go try to rob a bank again. This shit is EDP, except he was lucky enough not to get in jail.
I was actually coming out here to
Pick up a cupcake and go back home.
Also, I'm sorry I have to show you this clip that you've already probably seen 100 times, but his argument for why he wasn't there to meet a child is genuinely so stupid if you think about it for more than 2 seconds. What do you mean you're there to pick up a cupcake? You couldn't script a stupider fucking villain than this. You could have said, like, I'm going to get groceries. What do you mean one singular cupcake? You mean either one cupcake back at home that you're about to put your meat into?
Wait, what?
Before we rank him, I think it would be nice to see what kind of content he was making beforehand, before the apocalypse.
Alright, what the fuck's cracking with it, all you hoe ass, no life pedophile?
I'm sorry, did he just call his viewers pedophiles? Brother, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, this man's not safe. This is an F tier.
Colleen Manager, aka Miranda Sings.
Don't recognize that name, but trust me, you'll know who it is pretty quickly. She gained a combined total of 20 million subscribers subscribers, with 10 of them coming from her little YouTube character Miranda Sings. However, little to her knowledge, this would also be the reason why she would be exposed for everything. A fan of hers by the name of Adam would make a video claiming that he had been groomed by her. Now, I mean, you could do anything in this situation. I mean, yeah, there was decent evidence, but if you could actually prove your side of the story, make it happy. God damn it, though. Somehow Colleen thought that making a song with her ukulele was in any way, shape, or form a good idea. And to the basic human eye, anyone who had been reading up to the Twitter drama leading to this whole fiasco would assume, damn, you really resigned this early, because what followed would end up showing that this was not an isolated incident. She'd actually been acting inappropriately with children on her channel multiple times. And because she was such a big name, asking a little child to put his hand in her pants for a dating skit, people would brush it off saying, oh, peak comedy. Sounds a bit like somebody else.
Master Oogway!
Yeah, with the combination of a stupid song and acting inappropriately with minors, this is gonna get a pretty cool A minor chord. I'm just kidding. Who the fuck
It's C.
Mini Lad, also known as Craig Thompson, he started his channel in 2011, which basically he got no success for the first 6 months. However, eventually, while getting a shout
Who is that?
Joining a popular group for the game he was playing,
SpongeBob.
he would over years of hard work gain over 5 million subscribers. And just as any sane person would do in this situation, you could either 1, peacefully start your own music career and ride off into the sunset, 2, start scamming your audience with NFTs, or 3,
become a predator.
You know what a fucking is. After abandoning
Search zero with an X because healthy business is beautiful business.
Strength is inside of you.
Save your hair from damage with new Premier Guy Kerastars. Our most advanced repair hair care with 8% pure acids concentration helps reconnect keratin bonds, restoring 99% of hair's original.
The crew that literally gave him all 5 million of his subscribers, he would end up going down a pretty dark road. 2 people exposed him on Twitter for apparently grooming them with pretty damning evidence, showing just how much of a manipulative piece of shit this man is. Because remember, this is literally the man who would just abandon his old crew, saying, oh, I'm getting more views than ever, showing how this man literally does not give a fuck about the people around him. He would end up giving 2 apology videos that would fall pretty flat, and the classic twitlonger reading boo-hoo, completely dodging every allegation in sight, saying, oh, I'm gonna take some time off, I'm the real man here, you guys should all be ashamed of yourselves. So yeah, I'll probably give this a pretty cool tier. James Charles, bro. What an actually creepy piece of shit. Now, first of all, we have to get straight off the bat that just listen to what he says.
Boy who is straight. Love that for you. That's easy. It's easier than you would think.
Brother, you like straight men and you're gay? Like, I don't care if you're like LGBTQ, but you're gay and you want a straight man? That is fucking weird. Because this would go for the same thing as if a straight man was into a lesbian woman or a straight woman was into a gay man. Like, hear me out, I'm straight, and if I was at a club and this man came up to me and just convinced me, I know you're straight, but fuck off, I'm more famous than you, no one will believe you. The amount of people this man has manipulated, like, this man just looks pushy. He looks like he's gonna get his way no matter what. However, in terms of the pedophilia accusations, he was always known as being a creep and trying to hit on straight guys. But a few accusations later, and I mean, yeah, the boo-hoos came in real quick there, didn't it? However, I feel like you can at least see that he's learned his lesson, no more touching the little kiddies anymore. Now he can only be a normal creep. Yes, hear yourself out. You can hit on straight guys, but they don't have to be minors. But at the end of the day, you can never really know, and your actions are the things that cause this. C tier.
Dr. Disrespect.
Now, I'm pretty sure we've all seen like at least one video on this, and it's also probably the reason you clicked on this video. But I'll give a very quick summary. Back in 2017, he was caught whispering inappropriate messages to a minor that he was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. In 2020, was banned anonymously, then was reported 4 years later, around 2 weeks ago, where an ex-Twitch employee basically exposed for why he was banned. And after some loose Twitter scuffles, Dr. Disrespect basically unfolded the cape and admitted to being a PDF file. As literally editing the word minor out of your fucking twitlonger being replaced by individual, I mean, that's a pretty big red flag, especially supposing that you are innocent in the situation. There would be no reason to do that. And I mean, this was 7 years ago, and again, it could just be a one-off hit and run, but this should just be a huge lesson to people that no matter how minuscule or tiny it may be, get them hands off the kids may just be the realest shit ever said. C tier. Watch me tier list annoying Mr. Beast contestants next.
Okay. Alright, there's a second to last video.
And exciting prices. Find thousands of great daily deals on Amazon.
New thrills, big chills, and a splash of awesome in between. Universal Orlando Resort.
Mr. Beast contestants. There's some people in his videos who you just can't stop rooting for. You actually genuinely want them to succeed in life, while others. And because of this reason, and also the fact that nobody has made this yet. Like, Jesus Christ, there's like 100 different video essays on this shit, and not one actual proper place to tier list these people from the best to the absolute most unbelievably godforsaken worst. Which I don't think there's a better place to start off with than Mac from Mr. Beast. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody here can, like, mutually agree that this man being added in multiple different Mr. Beast videos is probably the best thing he could have done. Because I swear to God, the rest of the Mr. Beast crew is just becoming actual AIDS. Carl is just a child in man's dressing. Chris is just trans now. I mean, you do you, but personally for me, I don't think it makes for a good Mr. Beast character. And well, Nolan, everyone fucking forgets about that guy. But Mac is so energetic and actually adds very nice input into his challenges and doesn't treat Mr. Beast as if he's the next Jesus Christ.
Kill yourself!
This man in like every aspect of a Mr. Beast character is what they needed on the show. Now he actually started off in Mr. Beast's second most popular video called Last to Leave Circle wins $500,000 and was actually the first contestant to get out. However, within the last 3 challenges, he has brought in so much up, and with videos such as in 10 minutes this room will explode, he's actually seen being an actual considerable member of the crew. I think Mr. Beast definitely knows what he's doing. Mac is an easy S tier. Hayes. Now in Mr. Beast's second most recent video is called 10,000 Days Every Day You Survive in the Wilderness. He's the fucking dweeby family dad type of guy that you saw whining about their newborn baby.
I want you home now. Like, I do.
Spoken to Grizz about it. He wants me to stay longer. He's kind of pushing me to stay longer, At some point, I gotta stop being wilderness guy and go be dad.
And I just have to say, why would you leave the wilderness after 2 months? Now, like, maybe this guy is from, like, an actual rich upbringing, but supposing that he isn't, why would you stay for only 2 months? Especially saying that at the end of the challenge, they were already getting stuck. They had the whole thing. They could have sat it out for years. This guy was planning to, but this man, whining about his newborn child, just couldn't take it. Somebody already made an extremely good video covering this. He actually made an extremely good point that most babies, they actually don't really remember shit until they're like 3 to 4 years old. So you comforting your newborn toddler, like, I get for like the parent there, it could be hard taking care of that child, but 5 bands a day. Just tell the goddamn wife to just buy a babysitter or some shit. And it's so annoying, some of these contestants, they just do not give a shit. Even the fact that there's hundreds of millions of people watching them at every moment. However, I guess 2 months, I mean, that isn't the worst. I mean, you could probably make a worse Mr. Beast contestant. They did have nice bonding at the end. Hoorah, hooree. And for his other partner, he sounded a lot more reasoned, actually staying for less than 2 months. I actually feel bad for this guy because he got robbed out of so much shit. Yeah, they're saying this is the only partner that I could have ever had, but I have no doubt they're just saying that for the show. If this man was actually partnered with a dedicated person, maybe I could be wrong, but for right now, Hayes is getting a D tier, and I'm gonna be giving Grizz a B tier. He's pretty mid. 42. Now this is from the ages 1 to 100 decide who gets $250,000 video. And I'm pretty sure we've all seen like 100 edits of this, but basically, for anyone who somehow doesn't know, 42 emerged and was basically manipulating the person right next to him in order to eliminate every single person out of their 40s. And the reason why he was getting such a villain is because, yeah, he was not holding back. There's an 11-year-old child crying. Doesn't matter. Kill him. And then next, Mr. Beast calls a challenge, says that if only one person steps out of their cube, they win $250,000. He gets fucking absolutely scholars mated by another 58-year-old. And ever since then, he's been labeled the villain. The villain of Mr. Beast. And I just have to say, I actually feel extremely bad for this guy. He just played the game smart. Like, if you were in this situation, would you not do the same? Eliminating everyone is like the only option in order to make your area of the battlefield actually secure.
Okay.
I mean, maybe he didn't have to do it to such a high extent where if there was any kind of voting game at the end, people were just gonna vote him off immediately because, I mean... obviously. But also, there's even a talk of him saying what this competition has done to his life. Just hear him out.
Any hard feelings towards 58? There was. I mean, once again, I am a human being, and you know, I have 4 kids, shit like that. I work an everyday normal job, you know. So you know, is money tight? Yeah, it's tight for everybody. So whenever you see something that's so close, like you think, oh my God, I can finally take care of doing this and this, and it gets pulled away, I was upset.
Which I mainly agree. Like, imagine this guy goes to work the next day and just gets absolutely fucking obliterated. He was there to start a show, and I have to respect that. A tier. Now, again, as you probably know, this is the man who eliminated him. Actual balls on this man to eliminate him. Just look at what 42 had to say about this.
And what really sucked was how arrogant, how pompous he acted. I mean, even whenever we were side by side doing the exit interview, but then we left the facility and immediately got in the same shuttle to ride back to the hotel. And he's very chipper, and he's like, oh man, I had a really good time doing the video challenge, you know. How about you? Did you have a good time? And I'm just still like in shock, and I'm like,
which to an actual good extent, I actually do agree with him. I could just imagine, I actually do feel for 42, just this 58-year-old goober just being cynical as all fuck after ripping $250,000 out of his hand. Like, the actual smirk on this guy actually gives me those kind of ideas. However, I guess at the end of the day, things were settled as they split $250,000, so he again is gonna get a B tier. Number 68. Now this is number 68, not from that video, but from the Mr. Beast Squid Game. Now,
oh my
I already
God.
assume a decent amount of you know the story to this, but for anyone who doesn't, 68 made it and was a pretty nonchalant, pretty normal character. They eventually got eliminated when they had to face off against their best friend. However, the reason isn't because of what was in the video, but what they did after. This dumbass motherfucker, after the competition ended, people tried to figure out if she had a fucking OnlyFans, and after a while, she eventually caved in, created it, and then used her little brother to promote this shit. Used her little brother, who is a minor, and she is a major. That makes sense. You can just see how unbelievably confused he is. Like, I feel genuinely so bad for this kid getting bullied because her older sister has an OnlyFans. So this means we get an F tier. Yeah! Mr. Beast. Now you may be confused. Why is he here? I am sorry to say, but nobody beats Mr. Beast in his competitions. This is like the most dedicated man on the planet. This man spends 7 days buried alive. Bro, I can't even sit in a fucking car for 3 hours. So yeah, S tier. However, you may be thinking, there's something missing from this list. Someone who needs to be added. We just landed.
Dream! Get that guy off YouTube.
F.
Yeah. Just F.
At Amazon, discover electrifying offers and exciting prices. Find thousands of great daily deals on Amazon.
Alright, final one.
I mean,
final one before I go to sleep. Mr.
weeks
Beast
has gone from
Meat
being one of the
Rider.
most unanimously loved creators to the point where if you're even remotely associated with him in any type of positive way, you can start to expect 10 truckloads of tomatoes ready to be thrown right at your doorstep. Ryan Trahan made a video literally just being a part of Mr. Beast's new video and nearly got a 20% dislike ratio. A verified channel posted a normal comment on Mr. Beast's channel and got ratioed straight to hell with the comments reading Meat Rider, just simply for commenting. However, the question we're going to be asking, who is the biggest glizzy guzzling glazy? So I've taken 5 of Mr. Beast's biggest quote-unquote meat riders, and I'm going to be tier listing them. Ali Coca. Now, if you don't know who this person is, just basically assume him as the moist critical of YouTube shorts, adding very respectable commentary to lots of big issues. However, eventually the day came where it was his turn to shine his input on this brand new Mr. Beast drama. You can 1, watch the video fully and plan out an actual real response to it, 2, just not make a video at all, or 3, look at the thumbnail for 1 second and bring up stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with the current situation.
Our world really does function similarly to a WWE storyline. Most people just want to sit back and be entertained by the unfolding chaos. People are so lazy these days that they don't even want to put in the work to form their own opinions.
I mean, you got a point there.
So when you got this nasally, inbred looking little bitch throwing a bunch of unproven allegations towards Mr. Beast, it goes viral because negativity sells. This clout chaser made a video painting Jimmy in the negative, and as a result, we got a herd of sheep calling for Jimmy's cancellation. Here is a short list of all the good things that Jimmy has done to make this world a better place, which people are so quick to forget.
You know, I'm starting to understand now why this has a 46 to 79k dislike ratio. Which we're not saying here that Mr. Beast hasn't done any good for the world. Of course he's done plenty of good things, but why don't you actually stick on the topic here instead of deflecting it to, oh, look at all this good stuff he's done. He spent the rest of the video just throwing out more useless insults at the guy for making the video, which by this point I had a pretty good idea of what probably happened, that he saw the title, he thought it was just more dog shit, because I mean, take into consideration that this was the time where people were canceling Ava Chris Tyson, and then the herd naturally went to be like, oh, it's time to cancel Mr. Beast, and the very first attempts were very crappy by using extremely old footage of Mr. Beast saying edgy things. Like when I saw this thumbnail first, I didn't think it was real either. However, after the video in public, and he received lots of backlash, instead of actually watching the video, he posted this complete nincompoop of a video. You can't beat these idiots, but you can use them.
You don't know this, but I'm actually a chess grandmaster. After getting hounded with requests to give my thoughts on the Mr. Beast video faking drama, I gave my honest opinion about it, and I knew that would attract the parasitic shit diggers. And I was right. They were lured to my video like a moth to a flame. Afterwards, I took a day off after making videos for 65 days straight and nursed my headache. All the while, the shit diggers thought I was stepping away because of their backlash. So they invaded the comments of many of my other videos, increasing my virality, which got me more ad revenue as I rested.
Also, weren't you just calling the other guy out for being a quote clout chaser when you openly admit that you not watching a video will give you extra ad revenue? I mean, all of us could just pull out some fake bogus straight from our asses, and yeah, that would have a higher chance of going quote viral, but you're literally losing support just because you're so stubborn. Like, you don't even have to make a full video on this, like apologizing or anything. You can just make a community post, bare minimum, or unlist the videos, because I actually had like genuine respect for the guy before this shit. Like, you saying that it's checkmate, you got all the quote parasitic shit diggers, because the funny thing is that Dr.
Dishwashers use water less. At finish taps, more success.
Disrespect pulled out the exact chess grandmaster move by saying, checkmate haters, you walked right into my infinite ad revenue trap. Like, I mean, of course, comparing him to an actual predator is a little extreme, but if you see what I mean, I'm genuinely saying this for the better, that if you keep the video up, you'll just look even dumber, as he's gotta be clear by now at least what's going on. So yeah, since he hasn't put down the meat, it's gonna be an S tier. Ludwig. Now this man was getting absolutely barraged by the, as Ali Coca says, Mr. Beast shit diggers. As well, first of all, he took a lot of time to actually respond to this drama, which already puts people on a bad note thinking, oh, he is just gonna be another one of these dong riders. Lud has his own car but prefers riding Mr. Beast. And eventually, when he did start responding to this video on live stream, it did not go very well.
Have we met?
No, I just know that you're the guy who cheats in video games.
Now, it started off with him just nitpicking through the video, kind of going after more of the pointless arguments, but then Dogpack, the creator of the video, came in his chat with him trying to reassure Ludwig that, quote, everything is allegedly. Of course, trying to branch away from the possible lawsuits, but he looks like more of an idiot when he says stuff like Chucky didn't deny it, and the evidence is no one on the boat, bozo.
The evidence is no one is on the boat, bozo. Why?
And the interview didn't go much better either.
Have we met?
No, I just know that you're the guy who cheats in video games.
Okay, whoa, whoa. First off, just want to address that. I don't cheat in video games. I play video games very well.
Already with a very cold start here. Like, if you're trying to get people on your side to think that Mr. Beast fakes his challenges, barging in guns blazing, accusing Ludwig of apparently cheating in video games, which I'm not sure if he did or not, isn't a very good look.
Were you on shrooms?
No, not really.
Which, keep in mind, Dogpack was making jokes about being on shrooms, but even for people like Ludwig, they couldn't really tell or distinct whether he was joking or not. But again, as the internet is, they didn't take too kindly to it, as after an absolute complete fumble of an interview, you'd call it, Ludwig was getting tomatoes thrown at him quicker than the Twin Towers would collapse in an alternate universe where they're using beast glazers instead of operating planes. But at the end of the day, Ludwig eventually reassured viewers that he wasn't, quote, paid off by Mr. Beast or anything, and that he was even willing to drop him if he weren't to put out an actual response. Cause I mean, keep in mind, Ludwig's most popular video is literally from Mr. Beast, and he's been in lots of his challenges, so when he sees something like Mr. Beast faking his 7 days stranded at sea video, it would obviously bring up some extreme skepticism, as apparently the videos he's in, they weren't fake. So yeah, seems pretty based, wasn't paid off by Chucky or anything, so I'm gonna keep it at an F tier. Which, talking of Chucky, yeah, I'm fully convinced this guy is either paid off, Jimmy hacked into this guy's Twitter profile and locked him up in a basement 60 feet underground so he could never see the light of day again, or this guy split the shrooms with Dogpack and who knows, it's just going wild out there. He came out of nowhere on Twitter where he said, I quickly want to debunk some of the info in this video since the guy who made it was on my team. It was my decision to fire him for erratic behavior, and he worked for the company for less than a month. Now again, this guy came out of nowhere, but he was an actual employee for Mr. Beast. However, unlike Ludwig, he was actually going through his things like the raccoon was a paid actor, island cost more than $1, and just kind of deflecting his arguments back to a more know you perspective where you can never really know. This Twitter user summed it up pretty well, and he completely dodged the actual illegal lottery allegations, which, I mean, think of it this way. I robbed the bank and I got the Mr. Beast $1 lawyer here trying to comply with the judge that I didn't break the laws by entering the bank. Like, what the fuck? However, he's only made one post on it, so I'll give him an A tier. Tyler Orr. Now, this is one of the most interesting cases I've ever seen, as on August 10th, he posted a video called I also worked for Mr. Beast, he's a thief. He showcased how he was gonna get let into the company for a quote-unquote vibe check, gave him some ideas for the drawing board, and then got kicked out. Which, I mean, that seemed pretty cool, but then what came after? Mr. Beast used his idea for an actual video. Looks pretty familiar. Which, I mean, that's already horrible. I mean, think of it as if you went a week out to work at Apple, you went to the drawing board and put an idea for the new Apple model, then got booted off the team, and then they actually used that model to create the new iPhone. Like, I would be very mad if I was in this situation. So you may be asking, how is this guy a meat rider?
Well, so I'm working on something right now. I know this may sound really crazy because, you know, I'm asking for money. And that's basically what I'm doing with Mr. Beast. I want him to pay me. He owes me this money. He owes me this. He can't, like, you can't just keep doing this to people. You can't do this. So I'm asking you guys, if you believe everything that I've said, I want to help this guy out. Please help me out. I want to start a go.
When it comes to folding wraps, we've seen it all. The traditionalist, been to Mexico once, now fluent in fajitas. The careful crafter, shh, don't distract the master. The hopeful overloader, piles fillings high, then even higher. Not this optimism.
Fund me.
$1.7 million. Like, I get that it's a horrible situation, but in absolutely no way are people gonna be paying you that just for giving him an idea that made him money. Like, I agree some kind of compensation or apology is needed for this, but let's go back to our old Apple analogy. Suppose when they stole your model, it generated 400 billion. Imagine then just starting a GoFundMe saying, I want every last dime back from that model I designed. Like, that's just not how it works there, even though it is unjust. But fortunately for us, he did pull back and realize his mistake. Not the biggest glazer in the world, so he's gonna get a D tier. Also, before we go on to the last absolute meat-munching glizzy gobbler you call of a human being, I usually don't ask this, but I just realized that the view to sub ratio on my most popular video was complete dog shit. And since I actually enjoy making these types of videos with you, if you can consider liking, subscribing if you've already watched a few of my videos, it would help out a ton. And also, Bella the Wolf is literally on track to pass me in subscribers. More Pegasus. Now, as we all know, glazers can come in all different forms, whether it's being on that person's side or viciously hating them with all their heart. However, that's clearly not what this guy thinks. More Pegasus is a commentary channel that within the past 2 weeks, More Pegasus has posted 7 videos with some absolutely wild captions. It's over. He is done. Finally over. The end. You know, sort of reminds me of somebody else here. And I'm just gonna be real with you, but I literally cannot blame him at all. For reference, my channel RPM in US dollars is around $2.30, or in simpler words, I get around 2,300 USD per million views. For my videos that barely breached the 8-minute mark, look at how many millions of views this guy's gotten. For videos that are a lot longer than mine, like, you literally can't even blame the guy. But then again, making this many videos with this many wild captions, you cannot classify as anything else than riding the D train. This is some rightfully justified glazing, so he's getting an S tier. Watch me tier list some absolutely abhorrent OnlyFans girls next.
Alright. It's getting very late and I really need to go now, so can you actually subscribe to my main channel for like part 2 or something? Please, Mike, don't fall. Please, 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 please.